right, we're on.
Hello, everyone.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
You want the new intro?
Yeah,
You good for the new intro? Here's the new intro. Okay.
Welcome to Not the News. Nikki and Neil keep it buttoned for their day jobs on the early morning news. But this is not the news. Hear what they really think and interviews with interesting people from all walks of life. And now here are your hosts, Nikki and Neil.
So we're getting real all of a sudden.
That is so fancy.
I know. It's like, yeah. All right.
We're
All of a sudden we have a
legit
new intro and stuff.
Yeah.
And also new is that we're going to be on YouTube and you can
Very
see
cool.
this. So we've got 4
Yeah.
cameras set up here at the studio,
Which is perfect for our guest.
which is excellent for our guests. And I
Yes.
couldn't think of a better guest to start the camera stuff off with.
How lucky are we?
How lucky we are. You want to do
Yeah,
the
I want to
introduction?
introduce him because he's my future brother-in-law.
Whoa.
He pretty much is my brother already. He has been my brother for quite some time. Alexander Johnson, you probably know him because he plays for the Denver Broncos. He's kind of a big deal.
You want to see him?
Yeah, let's show
All right,
him.
let's see him.
Is it working?
It's
Got a
working.
camera on me?
I got a camera on you
There
right
it is. There he is.
Ah!
Keep it on it.
There's my little
Alexander,
brother.
how are you?
Doing great.
In from Denver.
Yeah, literally just got off the flight, so I don't got the coronavirus, but I got a little sneeze and cough going on.
Talk about that, AJ.
Sorry about that, man. So you're in Nashville. Why?
Well, I actually in Nashville because my big sister is throwing my baby mama a baby shower.
So, I think this is the best thing ever
I love
because you're about to be a dad, and that's probably the most exciting thing in your life right now. Which, considering your life right now, that's pretty impressive.
Saying a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to be a dad. I actually thought I'd have a few more kids by the age of 28, but God worked it out in a perfect way. So I got my first kid on the way, and I definitely want a lot more too.
Yeah.
So tell us how you're feeling about being a dad.
I'm just excited. Like I know when I got the news, Elise called me and she was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." I was like, "Calm down, calm down."
This is a good thing.
I'm happy. And she was nervous and stuff, but I was excited and happy because I know I love kids. I love playing with kids, and I'm excited to have my own kid now. So I can't wait to start playing with my baby girl and just let her lay on my chest and all the things that come with dad stuff. And like I always tell myself, I'm an old man in soul, but I'm a kid at heart. So I'm ready to just play with my kids and just watch them grow and be the best dad that ever dads can be.
That is the best way to describe him.
I feel like if your dadding is anything like you're playing, it's going to be pretty impressive there. So what?
Wait, let's go back. So I want to talk about how AJ.
Yeah.
So AJ is my brother because my littlest sister Elise. They've been together. How long y'all been together?
I guess 6 years, somewhere around there, 5
6
years. Somewhere around there. I don't know.
And they just
Guys don't supposed to know the exact day.
That's right. Anniversaries and all that stuff. We don't know that stuff at all.
But you've been my little brother for a long time. You guys have been together for a long time and just moved out to Denver. How long has it been now?
I'm about to be going on my 3rd year of being in Denver. So I've been out there for 2 years so far. So going on my 3rd season as a Bronco. I'm excited.
I mean, that's
Love
impressive. The amazing thing to me is when I watch you, and I went to school in Denver, and Denver football is the biggest thing ever. When I watch you, there's an intenseness, but there's also a joy. And it seems to me when you're out in the field, AJ, that
Nothing is more important than what you're doing at that time.
Yeah, like you said, I'm very passionate about getting out on the field, competing, having fun, and just enjoying it. You can't take it for granted. I had to sit out playing ball for a few years, and I told myself when I get back to playing ball again, I want to be out there and bring the same type of energy I brought when I played at UT. I want to bring the electrifyingness and energy and everything that I played when I was playing and bring it to the NFL and just bring it in even more. And this past season, I was able to get the starting 5 games into the season, and
We all cheered.
it was a wonderful feeling being able to get out in that field. I love doing so. I definitely it's a passion of mine. It's something I've been growing up since I was 5 years old. I always told myself I want to be in the lead and play for a long time. So it's on the right track right now, and I just gotta keep going and keep grinding hard to keep accomplishing the goals I want to accomplish.
You are. Tell us about growing up in Georgia.
Good old Georgia. You know, I'm a little country. Yeah, I'm a country boy. So I grew up in Gainesville, Georgia. Grew up in the hood, 835 West Summit Street. But it was a wonderful thing growing up. I think the way I grew up is it gave me a lot of drive, a lot of motivation, because we didn't always have everything you wanted, or we don't always. Sometimes we had to go without and stuff like that. But I had a very strong, powerful mom. I had 3 brothers who I competed with, and just the way I grew up, it was very humbling, and it was a perfect way to growing up. Most people would be like, man, you don't want to grow up in the hood and stuff like that. Like I take that because that's part of me. Yeah. So like the way I grew up I think it drive me to be who I am today. And my parents, my brothers, my grandma, all the families, and like the stuff we have together and combined, it was a perfect way to grow up. I would never change the way I grew up.
Yeah, your mother is one incredible lady, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She raised some strong, smart, successful, wonderful young men.
Mm-hmm. She's my superhero.
Yeah.
I know people who are like, who your hero, who you look up to is my mama, just because her work ethic, seeing her work 2 jobs sometimes, coming back forth, going to work, just making sure we keep food on our table, feeding us, raising all the boys up by herself, and obviously we had help from my grandma and my Justin side of the family. I used to go to South Carolina all the time, and I think where I got in contact with my outdoor and wildness side is when I go to South Carolina, because we lived on a farm. Well, in South Carolina, it was a farm. So, like, I grew up in the hood in Gainesville, Georgia, but then anytime I get a break and for school, my mama ship us up and take us to our grandma's house, and we was on the farm. So running around with dogs, going under the houses, and just doing wild stuff out in the woods. I think that's my other side that I just love the most.
You said football was early on passion for you. When did you decide like you're all in?
Pretty much just from when I came out the womb. But no, I love.
Did you do the dinosaur thing when you came out the womb?
No, I did.
Asking for a friend.
I hope my baby girl, when she come out, she gonna be like.
Elise is looking at you like, oh my god.
Yep.
Hey, for the gender reveal party,
oh, yeah.
She did a perfect thing. She had a
How'd you do it?
She had a dinosaur egg, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. So whatever. Obviously, it was a pink, but when I cut it, it was pink. Like you cut into it, and then you found out whether it was girl or boy. And for some reason, I was guessing a boy just because the way I don't know. I think she said boy one time, and I was
we all thought it was a boy too.
So
yeah.
There's obviously no preference, but I mean, now that you know.
Yeah.
Girl dad.
Oh, well, me, personally, I was telling her, let's wait until it pop out the womb. I don't care to know until it pop out the womb.
You want to be surprised?
Yeah. I don't care to wait till it pop out the womb, but nowadays that ain't going to work. Having sisters like y'all want to get stuff and family and stuff like that, they want to. You had to know what it was, but it definitely worked out perfect.
So after
Gainesville, a lot of people would have thought
you probably would have gone to Georgia. That's the school everyone roots for down there.
Right.
You ended up going to old UT.
Good old Rocky Top. Yeah. Well, obviously, growing up, like I was saying, at the age of 6, funny story. So at the age of 6, I was going to go sign up for football, tackle football. And they was like, oh, no, you can't play. You got to be 7 or 8 to play tackle football. And I was like, Mama, tell them I'm 7. Because I ain't playing flag football. I want to tackle and hit because that's what I grow up doing. Like, we play outside and play football, and we be playing tackle. We don't play no flag football. I'm not playing no flag football. So, like, well, you're going to have to wait a year. I was like, man, I was mad. I was real mad. But I eventually ended up waiting one more year. And I remember vividly telling my mom, I was like, Mama, I'm going to go to the NFL. I'm going to be one of the best who ever done it in the NFL. And that would be my whole life passion goal. And you always have people who tell you, oh, the percentage of you making it is small to none. And people going to tell you, no, you need to have other dreams and stuff like that. And, like, granted, I did have doing other things, but I knew, like I said my goal. When I set a goal, you can you gonna push and exceed whatever your goal set, whatever, no matter what people tell you not to do or you should go another route. Like I was bought in from then, and like my brothers and my people know me. Like when I got something on my mind and set, I'm going for it regardless. Like you ain't finna tell me I can't do it, or you ain't, like when people tell me I can't do something or I can't do it, it make me want to go even harder for it.
AJ's the most stubborn person
in a good way, and it's clearly worked out in your favor because you're stubborn and you work hard and you persevere.
Yeah.
So what I want to ask you is that first, like you went to the Broncos, the practice squad, and then on to the team. The first day that you started, I want to know how you felt.
The first day.
I mean, when you walked down the field, was it at Mile High?
Yeah, it was at Mile High.
It was at Mile High, and you walked out.
Was it?
I can't remember. I looked at your stats. I was like, he had a great game against the Titans. Unfortunately, great game against so and so and Browns. He had a great game against. But any field, walking out, starting, what's it like for those of us that watch?
It was actually so you saying like it was actually one of the frustrating, hardest times that I had to go through because I worked my butt off to get to league. And when I got there, I wasn't able to play. Like I was on the 53-man roster, but didn't allow me to play yet. And a lot of people just kept telling me, be patient, stay patient. I was like,
you only get to be so patient for
so long. Like people telling me to be patient.
Like you don't really know how patient I was. And then like I had the opportunity where I'm in the NFL, in the league, and I'm not being able to play my first year. That was right there. That was real tough because I know what type of player I am and I know how good I am. And like that's my whole goal is like I want to be one of the best who ever done it.
And like my mindset and my passion and drive for me getting on the field and playing and busting my tail, I don't think nobody can outwork me in that set in that part of the football world. So like that was tough not to be able to play my first year. But then
made your desire better.
So roll around to my second year, I wasn't able to start. Like they had me starting throughout the preseason. So I was starting throughout the preseason, and then they brought another guy in, and they started to mold me for the first game. I was like, man, God dang it. They're like, people just be patient. I was like, man, when I get my opportunity, I'm gonna show them. Like, so for fifth game rolling around,
inside you.
Yeah,
it grew inside.
Yeah. So my first game I was able to start was against the Chargers, and then from there it was just all uphill.
Yeah.
They ain't got an interception. And
not downhill,
all uphill. So got an interception, and then got the game ball for that game, and that was just
it was a wonderful feeling. And a lot of people ask me like, man, he came out of nowhere. Well, people think I came out of nowhere, but I always knew I was one of the best linebacker in the league before I even got to the league. Like just my mindset is like you got to speak about what you bring about. So it was a wonderful feeling able to just
get out there and do what I love doing.
And any of your fans who knew you from your UT days knew this is not a surprise for us. We saw what you did in college. We knew this was going to happen.
Oh yeah.
What was college like? Tell people who aren't aware about your days at UT.
Well, I like to put this fun fact out. I be telling guys all the time, I could have won the Heisman my sophomore year in college. That's the year when
Mateo won Heisman.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, man, I had more tackles than him. He had more interceptions than me, but I had 6 rushing touchdowns as an inside linebacker. I think if we was going to national championship or our team had a better
winning record, I probably could have been on that Heisman list.
Yeah. Sure.
That just tells you like what type of player I was in college. Is like I was an explosive player. I played hard. I bust my tail, and like I wanted to be the best. And anything I do, I want to be one of the best at it. So I like people at Tennessee UT know what type of player I am. So now people in the league starting to figure out and see. Like I end up being like number 46 player in the PFL, whatever they call it.
I can never remember what it's called.
So what I'm like, I think most people don't understand the work it takes to get in. Like I've seen your workout routines online, and it's insane. So it's a lot. Like you can't stop. Like you'll work out 3 times a day or 2 times a day on a regular basis.
Yeah, It's just drive. Like some people don't like working out, but I love working out. Like I love working out.
I love keeping myself in shape. So, like, just I took yesterday off, and
What?
yeah.
Hold on.
So I don't work out every day.
You want to stop the interview right now? You want to stop the interview for a quick workout?
I'm definitely gonna get one in early tomorrow morning. But
Yeah.
like a routine for me. I woke up to do yoga.
Yoga?
Yeah.
When did you get into that?
I've been doing yoga for the past 9 years. I've
Yeah.
been practicing yoga for the
He's
past
a
9
big
years.
believer in yoga,
I
right?
love it.
So like, yoga is if y'all listen to this and you're an athlete or do anything that athletic related, you need to do yoga because that's gonna take you very, very far. It's gonna keep you from getting major injuries, hurt anything. Because ever since I've been playing ball, I never missed a game from an injury. I never really been major.
I had nicks and
Knock on wood.
bruises and stuff like that. No, I don't knock on wood because ever since I was 5 years old, I say I don't get hurt, and I never been like majorly hurt. I've been nicked up and bruised and strained MCL and stuff like that, but I still was able to play. So I think yoga is a big thing and it's a big key, just keeping your body limber and
Flexibility and strong. So yoga, workout, and then do boxing. Like I love doing boxing.
Boxing, too.
Yeah. During the time I wasn't playing ball, I was actually about to pick up doing MMA. I was training at a gym called in Knoxville called the Shield System. I was training there to pick up for my first debut, but it wasn't able to happen. But boxing is probably my second love.
MMA is my second love.
Not a lot AJ can't do sports-wise.
No,
truly,
definitely not.
Truly. I think one of the things I love most about you, obviously because you're my little brother and you love my sister, but is your positive attitude. You are one of the most positive people I've ever met, and you remind me of my dad in that way. And you always have this incredible outlook on life, and your faith that everything's going to work out is just like, it's infectious. And I remember my husband saying something one time. He said, just being around AJ makes me feel more positive, and it
feel
makes
it now.
me,
Right.
right? Like it's contagious, and that's clearly carried you out through your entire life,
Especially when you went through that hard time and you weren't playing football. And I know you don't want to talk too much about that, but
it makes me angry when I think about what you went through, and it was so unfair. But you don't look at it that way.
Nah. Yeah, you can't really look at it unfair. You only can control what you can control, and at the end of the day, it's, like you said, you got to stay positive, prayed up, staying positive, and control what you can control. That's the biggest thing. So, like, I don't have no hate or no grudge against nobody or nothing like that. And like you said, the only way up is being positive. You can't be moping around and be sad and mad at people for something you can't control over.
Right.
So being positive is one of the biggest things. So prayed up and being positive, and I always tell people what you think about, you bring about, what you pray about comes about.
It's amazing. I know there's a lot of Denver people watching. What's Denver like? Tell me what the city's like and how you're adjusting and everything.
Oh man, it was perfect. When they had called me and told me they wanted me to come up
For a tryout, I had a few teams called me and want me to come out there, but obviously I chose Denver. That's the very first place I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Just because I love Denver. I love Colorado,
Right.
I should say, because before I got with the team,
I actually been to a playoff game there and watched them play, and the atmosphere of the game was just amazing.
Yeah.
But what I was saying earlier, how I love outdoors and things like that. Like I go out there snowmobiling, hiking. I hike 314er. So like, just being out in Colorado is perfect for me because I know people like, man, why you be going out into the mountains and doing stuff like that and being up? Like, man, it's peaceful. Like Mother Nature is peaceful and it's brings calm to your body, and it's just like if I could get to choose to do anything other than play ball and stuff like that, but
Sure.
like this like what center me and calm me and just make everything peaceful and better is just going for a hike up in the mountains and just being out of Mother Nature. You can't beat that.
I'll call just AJ and Elise on a Tuesday night, and the two of them are out on a walk. I'm like, oh, are y'all just walking around the neighborhood? No,
the
these two are on an
pictures with
8-mile
the chocolate
walk.
lab,
Yeah.
right, are amazing.
Hadley and Capo.
So going
Yeah.
to school in Denver, like they used to do cut-ins, like in the middle of the day, breaking news because John Elway had a hangnail and he wasn't in practice that day. So there's a big media spotlight there. What's it like? Like, are you recognized when you go around town, or like how are What's it like
He's
for
a
you?
recognizable guy. Anyway,
I know.
right?
He's like, yeah. Everything. I mean,
Just look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Well, granted, before I ever like started with Denver, like I'm a big black guy with dreads, and people be looking at me like, "Oh, he gotta play some type
He's
of ball.
somebody.
Oh, he gotta do something."
Yeah.
But like when, my first year there, obviously, people actually recognized me from
UT.
So I was
Yeah.
sitting outside at a restaurant one time, and dude walked by. I was like, "AJ Johnson? Oh man, I went to UT." I'm like, "Oh, for real? What's up?" Got to speak with him and chopped it up with him. So actually, this past Halloween, I actually ran into 3 groups of people from UT. It was one guy, and then it was like 3 girls, and then it was like groups of people from UT ran into me on Halloween. But I think people up in Denver recognize me a little more often for this past season for me playing and stuff like that. So I know I was just at the Raptors game, the hockey. I was at the game right there. And,
The Avalanche.
Yeah, I said Raptors. I don't know why I said Raptors. What I'm thinking about.
Think about yourself because you're the loss around.
Well,
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah. Oh, those pesky Avalanche. But you went to a school where UT was everyone's crazy about football, and then you went to Denver, everyone's crazy about football. So you're saying you're kind of used to it. You're like you're used to knowing that people eyeballs are on you.
Yeah, like you said, coming from UT, I was obviously people always knew who I was, just walking around and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool and humbling. Just know people recognize you, and then going to Denver, that's like their atmosphere and their environment is almost like college atmosphere environment, just because the energy they have at the stadium. Like I know my first game going there, I was like, man, that y'all feel like UT a little bit. Obviously, nothing can be like UT. But
A little orange in the stands.
I like it's orange, the light showing. Like the fans are great. I was like, it's pretty sweet here. So I like it's a great time.
Yeah.
What's it like running through the T in Knoxville?
Man, you can't really put words on it. Like my first time ever running through it, or any time you run through it, it's just seeing like jolts and all type of feelings through your body. It's a wonderful feeling. Like it ain't too many feelings like that running through the T.
Yeah.
And then scoring a touchdown in that checkerboard end zone is pretty sweet too.
Oh yeah, that's real sweet.
Not too many inside linebackers get to do that.
So hitting people and slamming them on their head and stuff like that it's nothing like that. But just running into the checkerboard end zone and you just run out. Remember, like one of my first ones, I was just running. I was like, I'm in the end zone. I just kept running in the checkerboard. I'm like, oh my goodness. And the crowd was going crazy and wild. I was like, that was a pretty sweet feeling.
It's awesome to watch too. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome to watch. I can't even imagine what your life is like, because it's
To me, being recognized everywhere you go, even outside of Nashville, and doing what you do, you hold yourself to a level that few people do.
I wouldn't say few people do. I'm just a regular guy. Like,
Yeah.
granted, I play ball and stuff like that, but
outside of football. What do you like to do?
Outside of football, hike, yoga, workout.
He takes Pilates. Elise teaches.
Teaches Pilates on the Megaformer, which if you don't know what a Pilates Megaformer is, Google it right now. It looks like a torture device. And to see AJ get on there.
You've done Pilates too?
Oh yeah, that junk tough. And her classes, elite classes, be extra tough.
I wish we had a camera on.
What's the
right
name of
now.
the studio?
She work at like 3 different studios.
Legree Lux.
Legree Lux, and then
Pilates
Evolution.
There
So
you go.
if y'all ever in
Denver, go ahead check her classes out.
She pushes you a little bit further, doesn't she, too, though?
They some real classes. You gonna feel them burning from your toes to your neck muscles.
For real.
So, new dad, new NFL player. What are the goals? Where do we go from here? Where do we go?
what are those?
Like where do you kind of envision things? Like just stay in the NFL as long as you can, staying healthy, doing all the right things.
Yeah, well, I always that's one of the biggest things I tell, like when I go speak to kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, have a goal. Like you gotta have a goal set. Like no matter what your goal is, pick a goal out, set it, and work towards that every day. Because if you don't have nothing to goal, what you live in life for, like you just going through
each day
in and out, just going through.
going through the day, and you're not working towards nothing. So like ever since I was 5 years old, I 6, 7 years old, little kid, I had my goals set for what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it to the NFL. I want to have a family, a lot of kids,
and be able to take care of my mama
till my mama
she don't have to work
again.
and make a lot of money. So like those are the goals I had set, and granted I had little different parts inside those goals all set and everything too, like football wise and stuff. But like I'm at this point right now where I just want to go out there, play the best I can play this season, be the best player I can be one of the best players in the league, and obviously I got a baby girl on the way, be the best dad ever in the world. I can't wait till she pop out.
I love it.
And then make it to this next contract and make some money where I could tell my baby mama don't want to work. She ain't got to work. I tell my mama,
but she don't
got to work. She ain't got to work. Yeah, she gonna
work. But you know, if they don't want to, they ain't got to. Like be able to tell the people that I love dearly, like you good. Like you ain't got to worry about nothing. Like granted, I know my mama, she been grinding for a long time, so I want to be able to get her home, put her in the house
and somewhere on Lakeland there. Like you good, mama. You can go grind if you want to, or you can just go work out. Go. That's the biggest thing. Make sure make my mama work out when she ain't got to worry no more. Keep her on the
dropping some lbs.
But mama go work out.
Oh yeah, she know I be on her.
But pretty much those are my goals, and those pretty much been my life goals. But and just enjoying life, like
pretty solid.
You never know, man. Life's short.
Pretty
you gotta
solid.
enjoy every day. And granted, you gotta have mountains and you gotta climb. Like people think, oh, you in the NFL, you made it. No, I'm in the NFL and I made parts of what my life goal is, but it ain't just get to the NFL was just the main goal.
Yeah.
So just keep climbing and granted. And so it's something I learned when you make more money or more responsibility come, you have more different problems and stuff like that. So you still have your own in problems and stuff like that in life, but you still just got to keep pushing, stay prayed up, and just keep going hard.
Who are some athletes you look up to? I know a lot of people compare you to Al Wilson. That's got to be nice to hear.
Oh yeah, that's actually. So you were saying earlier, growing up, why I didn't go to Georgia. Well, when I was growing up, I really didn't know nothing about college. All I knew is I want to go to the NFL.
I want to play football.
And the only college that I knew was Georgia and Florida. Like that's the only teams I really knew about growing up was Georgia and Florida. So just growing up, and then once I started getting a whole bunch of offers and stuff like that, I started learning about different histories of school and stuff like that, and just going to UT.
When I went to UT, I went visited there one time when Lane Kiffin was the coach. I was like, oh yeah, I think this is where I'm coming. I committed then.
So you bought into Lane?
I don't really want to say I bought into Lane. I bought into UT.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like granted, he was a great recruiter. I had Coach O as a recruiter at the time, and who don't love Coach O? Who don't love Coach O? So then they left, and then Dooley came to UT, and they started recruiting me. They still kept recruiting me at UT, and I went there again and visited. Like, yep, this is the place I'm gonna be. Just my gut feeling. It was perfect for me. Just loved the environment there. So, and end up going to UT from there, but. I forgot what the question was.
Oh, I asked you about Al Wilson. Any athletes you looked up? Any players you looked up to growing up?
Well, obviously Al Wilson. When I learned about UT, then I learned what Al Wilson was, and that was like, oh yeah, I love Al Wilson. But before Al Wilson, it was Leonard Little. Yeah. I grew up with Leonard Little, and that was one of my favorite players growing up, just from being with the show turf with the Rams. So Leonard Little, Marshall Faulk, Ray Lewis, and then when I found about UT and stuff like that, Al Wilson, obviously, Al Wilson jumped over Ray Lewis for me. Because I know Al Wilson, we got a pretty cool relationship, and we hung out, ate dinner and stuff like that, and kicked it with each other, so I love that guy.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah. Christmas is a pretty special time for you because you're a Christmas Eve baby, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty.
I love Christmas time just for.
That's what I was kind of getting at right there, because
I feel like
it's extra special to you.
Yeah, so I love Christmas time for the joy and what it brings and happiness and stuff like that and Jesus and everything. I love that. I love Christmas time, favorite part of the year.
Sure.
But as a kid growing up, oh, happy birthday, Christmas!
Oh yeah, you got the
they only gave me one gift. Oh man. So that was the sucky part about it, but.
I never thought of that. I never thought of that.
Once I got older, it it
changed. I was getting 2 gifts then because of my lovely family here. I used to get 2 gifts, but growing up, it was happy birthday,
Christmas. It was one gift, but
It was
part of it.
Congratulations.
But love Christmas time.
I want to talk about your celebration in Denver because
Oh,
that
here we
is
go.
like
Like one of the most. I think it's probably maybe the best NFL celebration. Wouldn't you think?
It's one of the most unique,
Yeah.
if not the best.
Describe it for
It's
us.
like-
Maybe
it-
will you
like-
give us will you give us one?
First of all, where did it come from?
So it
It
actually
came from one of my teammates from college, Gerard Horton, and I just stole it from him.
Best ideas.
So
We love you.
we literally was used to go around campus and going like scaring people, making noise, and people be jumping and scaring them. So I've been doing it for the longest.
and so obviously I did it in the game one time, and people loved it, and I was like, man, when you started doing that stuff, I was like,
Shoot, I've
been doing that for years now. I just never did it on the field because I've been doing it when I
I
was,
was at UT.
but I never did it as a celebration, obviously, because I had different other celebrations when I
you
had
did
UT. I had to light them up.
That,
go
light
on
them
and
up.
stuff
Yeah, that
like
was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one time in the league, and
And they fined me like $5,000.
Oh no! Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, they got me.
What?
But look, funny thing. So I did it, and like they sent me to fine and stuff like that, and I was like, I had to go do my appeal and stuff like that. And I was
like
like,
it was actually just one of my signature moves. I was at UT. I literally used to get. I did a couple games. I done got the smoky gun and ran around with the smoky gun after a win.
Right.
So I'm like, it's something I've been doing from college days, and it was actually my first game ever playing. So I brought the light 'em up out, and so like 4 weeks passed by. They still ain't said they was
gonna fine me or not. So I was like, shoot, I guess they not gonna fire me, and I end up posting it. And next thing you know, that week I seen the fine in my locker. I was like, oh, they was waiting to see if I do anything with it. But I seen it. One of my brother told me they seen it on ESPN. They seen it on some TV, like the celebration. They seen it on TV, and they was like, oh shoot, I guess they not gonna fire you. It's on TV. I was like, oh shoot, I can post it now.
Yeah.
But no, they got me. So I won't be doing that again.
Well, the
'Cause I
Dinos
need my
just as
coins.
great.
Because when I went to see him play, who were y'all playing? The Chiefs. And we left the game, and we were walking through the tunnel, and kids were screaming, "Dino, Dino!"
Yeah. So that celebration is obviously is gonna be this.
It's gonna stick.
It's gonna stick. Be one of the signature ones, but I'm gonna definitely come out with different other celebrations, dinosaur related and stuff. Because I grew up loving dinosaurs. Jurassic Park was one of my
favorite shows, and
Land Before Time. I used to watch that all the time as a kid, so I love dinosaurs growing up. And since I done that, I actually I was with the news up in Denver and went to Dinosaur Ridge and got to do a little history tour with them. With
That's
the news.
cool.
So that was pretty sweet.
I made you watch
That
that.
one day. Bless you.
That's all right.
it's not the Kona.
I mean, scary stuff. Are you a fan? Like, I don't know if you want to talk business or not, but are you a fan of them doing more games in the year, or are you in more playoff games and one extra game in the year?
Any thoughts on that, or you want to? I understand if you don't.
Well, I really ain't thought much into it. Like
Just another
like
game.
I love playing football, so like
Right.
I got a lot of people. I hear a lot of other guys, or you see people saying, "No, we don't need to do no extra game, no more games."
I was like,
Granted, I don't know what the perks to it or the benefits
Sure.
you can have.
Sure.
I don't really. I haven't looked too much into detail, but
shoot, if you get it's extra 3 more games. They saying
If you get the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so extra 3 more games. So I got a chance to make some more money. I'm cool with that, and I love playing ball.
You love being out there.
Yeah, so
And
I
you see it
I
every
ain't saying
time.
no to it, but
I don't know all the perks they got in and out for it. So,
Sure.
but
Too
I ain't
early.
sure.
Too early. I get it. You just love football.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about your auctioning off your cleats.
Oh yeah,
In memory
yeah,
of your
yeah.
grandmother. First of all, tell us about your grandmother because she was a special lady too.
oh yeah. So my gram, she
Part of a lot of my life goals and my drive too, just because like I grew up me growing up, she always was a little sick and elderly and stuff like that. So like I didn't know her back in the day when she was like she started the first Boy Scout known in Gainesville, Georgia. She used to feed the homeless and everything like that.
She was an outgoing woman, strong, powerful woman. But just growing up, always been a great person for me. I used to go to her house all the time and go pick up the newspaper for her, run to the stores back and forth for her, and obviously got a little sick and elderly, and we got to the point where
we knew she had dementia and Alzheimer's, and so she stopped calling me AJ. So one of her things she used to call me is her Hall of Famer. So she used to call me her Hall of Famer. Oh, that's my number 45. And like just over the years of me going back home and stuff like that, I'll be going into it like, Graham, what's up? She'd be looking at me like, she ain't sure who I was, and then they had to show a picture, and I was like, oh, look, that's my 45 up there. I'm like, yes, that's me, girl.
What a sweet woman.
So she always remembered me. That's my number 45. So that number always hit home for me. That always be my number that's close to me, because that's one thing my grandma did remember. She'd look at that picture and start pointing her hand. That's my 45 up there. But she ended up passing away. It was tough, but yeah. She was a great woman, strong woman, and
that's one reason why I support Alzheimer's, just because I know what people have to go through and how it is just going through it and seeing somebody you love dearly just not really remembering you and stuff like that. Oh. So I actually got some cleats I'm auctioning off right now. It's so we have each year, the NFL do my calls, my cleats. I end up getting an extra pair made so I can auction my own pair off as well, because my first pair I auction off to Alzheimer's as well. So I'm doing an auction off for these cleats, and these cleats will be benefiting the Alzheimer's Association in Tennessee. So decided to do my own auction off just to raise a little more awareness and raise some benefit with anything that can.
I wish we could show them, because they're beautiful, and it's
happening right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People, can they bid? It's on your Instagram. Is that a good place to go?
Yeah, you actually can bid on them at my brand. I haven't mentioned my clothing brand.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too, because
hold on, let me get
a close up.
Explain what Chief Beast is. You are. Yeah.
That's a Godspeed
right there.
And that's my logo right there.
So CB is his logo and his brand. First of all, can I just say your joggers are one of my favorite pieces of clothing. Hands down.
Thank you.
No, I'm not just I'm obsessed with it. If you are ever looking for a pair
of joggers, ladies and gentlemen, you need a pair of the Chief Beast joggers. Okay, now tell us about how you came up with CB.
So y'all can go auction. You can go auctioning for my signed Warren Game cleats at chiefbeast.com.
But I came up with CB45 is, like I was saying earlier, you set goals, and that's one of the goals I had was I'm going to start my own brand and my own clothing line growing up. And I told, like, my brothers and all them knew, I was like, I'm going to start my own brand growing up and clothing line when I get to the NFL. And I actually started it before I got to the NFL, because I had to delay on that. So I actually started my clothing line and brand before I got to the NFL, and it's CB45, which stands for Chief Beast and Continue Believing. So I came up with the Chief and Beast, obviously, because I always grown up since 8th grade. Yeah. I've been known Beast. And then when I got to college, I eventually adopted the Chief just from being a leader and stuff like that. So when I got done with college and stuff, I combined the both. So, like, I came up the thing for Chief Beast is you can be a chief, like,
Chief is a leader, head honcho, the leader, and then a beast is somebody who's good at their field and like one of the best at the field. So why not tie both? You can be the leader and be one of the best, because you have some people just the leader, but they're really not the best at the field. Yeah. So tie both of them together, and you can be a beast. I mean, you be the head leader and one of the best at your field. So tie that together, and then I came with the continue believing. It's just something that I go by is like,
no matter what you're going through or adversity you're going through, you got to continue believing in yourself and believing in God, and you can make it through anything. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in God, it's going to be hard for you to overcome any adversity you're going through. So that's how
I came up with the CB45.
I love it so much.
Yeah, your guy
he sells
leads
t-shirts,
by example.
Sweatshirts, pants, yoga pants. What else? I mean, there's so much on your site.
Got dad hats.
Dad hats.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Love it.
Little baby beast.
If you're gonna get some cheap gear, go ahead and hop on it, because we about to be dropping down on some production and just having a little limited on our stuff. So
do you sell these pop sockets?
I need to.
Hold on a second. You got. Okay.
Can you see it in there? How about that face right there?
I was gonna say
you didn't get the face on. There you go. You had to get the face on. I was hoping.
That's the.
I didn't want to have to wear my T-shirt with that face on it for this interview. So I'm like.
That's that's Elise,
my little sister's. She made that face a while ago, and we've been able to troll her ever since. You need to make some Chief Beast T-shirts with that face on there.
I do. They probably sell too.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you the logo. We'll work on something.
Have it going.
Oh man,
I want to listen. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Well, I'm not done yet. I have another question.
Oh yeah,
Because to hear him describe this is AJ is just he's so motivational, as you can tell, and I just can't
I
get
was
enough.
looking at my watch. You were like, "We got on a schedule."
I know, I do.
You're on a schedule.
I do.
Absolutely, 100%.
I need to get home and feed Annie, but I want to hear, AJ, you were out of football for how many years?
3
years.
and a half.
3.5 years.
Technically 4 without playing.
So the entire
During that time, you held down how many full-time jobs?
I worked. So during that time, I was dedicated. Obviously, I worked at a Reach Tractor, John Deere for a few months, and then I switched over and started working at a job called Smoky Mountain Solution, which deals with like radiation and things like that.
He was doing so, and you had a personal training business.
So I did personal training, and then I trained myself. So
Yeah.
I had a full schedule, like nonstop. I would wake up. I get 3 workouts in a day while working at a 6 to 4, 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Get 3 workouts in a day, and then go to the gym and be able to train for my MMA for my debut fight.
So many people in that position would be like,
oh, just, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna give myself a break. And AJ, you went harder.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta go hard, man. That's one of the biggest things. Like something ain't going your way, or stuff ain't working out the way you thought it'd be working out. You can't just fold your head and give in and tap up. You just gotta buckle up and keep going even harder and keep pushing
and stay prayed up.
And then fast forward to
when you finally get that call, you're going to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Tell me what that was like.
That was amazing. It was actually so when I got up there, I literally did like a 15-minute tryout, and it was like, all right, we want to sign you right now. Let's sign you right now. I was like, oh shoot, they trying to sign me right now. I was like, hold on,
let me talk with my advisor and you stuff like that, and like go over the contracts and stuff, because I don't have an agent, so I represent myself. And my advisor, me and him, we did pretty well of just going over contracts and seeing how stuff we wanted to do. But like, it was a pretty much amazing 15-minute tryout, and they wanted to sign me right then. So that's a big blessing. And it was amazing.
And then the first time
you step on the field, I know you talked about playing on the field, but I want to talk about that first tackle, because I remember watching it. We were watching Mike play a video, and I was just like,
I saw it 100
can you
times
imagine
on your phone.
What was going through your mind and your body? You haven't been on the field in so long, and you finally get that tackle. I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure you'll never forget that.
I can't say it didn't look like I haven't been on the field, because
I stay ready. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. That's a key.
That's a good
Stay
point.
ready so you don't have to get ready, and that's one of the biggest things I did. But when it just going down, getting that first tackle, I think it hit home when I was standing on the sideline and the national anthem was playing. I just had tears just dropping from my face.
Man.
And just tears and that. And
like teammates was coming up to me, pat me, and be like, man, you here, man? Like, just pat me, because obviously once I got to the team, they knew the stuff I had to overcome and go through to get to the league. So they would just pat me and stuff like that. And then I got that first hit. It was like, ooh. And I got up and I was just like, just released everything. And it was like, yeah.
I love it.
But then I had to wait a few more times until I got to really play. But
Sure.
it was a wonderful feeling. It was definitely a wonderful feeling to be able to make it and do something you love, and something I've been working my whole life for. And I'm still keep working. I know you asked earlier, what's my goal? How long I expect to play? My goal is to play till I'm 40 years old, and then after I'm retired at the 40, I want to be in my first UFC fight by 43.
Elise is shaking her head.
Lots of kids, UFC fight.
Yeah.
One of my questions was going to be, what was your alternate plan? But I feel like that's a terrible question, because you had no alternate. You are like, to get to where you are, you're so singularly focused there. You didn't even let that stuff creep in your mind.
Yeah, so
It definitely wasn't no alternate plan. It was just being patient and just staying in shape and pick up some other things as the way of my time of this time until I get clear from everything. So it wasn't no alternate plan. Just stay in shape. And I know a lot of people like, man, I don't see how you go through it or how you go through that. I was like, it was really just being patient for the most part, because I already knew God had it taken care of before anything. So I wasn't worried or nervous about anything because I knew God had taken care of it.
So the biggest thing was just staying in shape.
Just so proud of him.
I hardly can tell.
I tears in my eyes.
So I mean, I heard your story through Nikki here, but for you to tell it, like, it's amazing.
He's incredible.
It's second to none that I've ever heard about someone's path to the NFL and stuff like that. It's
amazing.
What else do you want to talk about?
Huh? What else I want to talk
Anything
about?
we didn't ask you want to say? Any Alexanderisms?
I think we hit by
That's
everything.
a first.
Alexandrians?
Alexanderisms.
Alexandrisms.
He'll say things, and I'm just like, what?
I got one that people know. Well, they already know.
Oh my God.
Ooh, pardon me.
That's the cat. That was the cat.
I just marinated your house.
Oh.
A little bit.
I'm gonna go turn on the fan. I'll be right back.
Did the mic pick that up? What is happening?
I'll be right back.
You don't got to turn on the fan. It's going to marinate the house.
You are out of control.
Oh, AJ. He's breathing it in now.
That was the dino.
It's about time
Fart.
to take a good old nice shower now.
Oh my gosh.
I got like my socks, my Donald socks.
So let me tell you.
My gosh.
These ones are Justin.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
love it.
That is
Socks.
awesome. We saw it. Hold on a second.
Hold it one more time. There you go. Just in case you didn't see it. There you go.
I wear my Donald socks all. I got like probably about 6 pairs of Donald socks, and I wear them all the
I
time.
love it. Well, before we go, will you give us a dino?
Oh, I gotta get the close up.
Y'all gotta do it first.
You gotta coach us.
I'm gonna coach you, but you
Okay.
do it first.
So tell us about the hand placement.
So
It's a kind of a
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Raptor.
Yeah.
So when you change into it, you gotta like roll your head.
Okay. Roll your hand.
And then when you're rolling your head, one of the hands come up into a claw. And then you start bringing it up like this to another claw. And then that's when you just make your noise.
How's the noise go?
Go ahead. Y'all got to do it first. That was a good
Is that
noise.
good?
It's more high pitch.
Yeah, no.
It's like a cat almost.
We're T-Rex. I can't even reach my water. I can't reach my water. Will someone get my water? Blow out the candle because he farted. It could blow out.
I get that we had a candle.
I would have put that out before you farted.
Oh my gosh. AJ, thank you so much.
Thank y'all for having me on.
I can't wait to watch you be a daddy.
And make sure y'all go shop at chiefbeast.com.
Cheapboobies.com.
Amen. Do it. All right.
So before we leave, we have a couple announcements. First of all, thanks for the 5 people that watched the first or listened to the first podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for all the friends for the input, right?
Yes, we love
So
you
we're
all.
on Instagram.
Instagram. It's called Not the News Podcast.
Okay. YouTube.
YouTube, Not the News Podcast.
Why are you talking like that?
Because it's my announcer voice.
It's very weird. Could you drop the announcer voice? And then what else are we on?
I think that's it. Oh,
Instagram, YouTube, and our podcast.
and our podcast.
And this
on-
and that's what you're listening
on
to.
Apple. Yeah.
Y'all
So,
got it on Pinterest?
Will you set that up for us? Will you run our
Pinterest account.
All right.
send your
Well.
Pinterest inquiries to Alexander Johnson?
All right. We're gonna wrap it up.
Go
Alexander,
number 45.
Go 45. Go Broncos. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank y'all.
All right.
That was like